You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, today was the last day of ESPN's Around the Horn. It's over. It is never coming back. And guys, the Wikipedia page of Around the Horn has already updated, saying it was an ESPN show. Even though I believe the show has been over for 30 minutes to an hour. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. Around the Horn is now gone. And guys, we found out last year that ESPN was going to cancel their show. And then about 4 months ago, news came down. It is official. Today would actually be the last day of Around the Horn. And that is exactly what happened. Now, the question is, guys, what is going to happen to Tony Reali? Now, he's been the host of this show for a very, very long time. And I was wondering, is he still under contract with ESPN? He very well may be under contract with ESPN. I think that he is. I don't know his contract situation at all. But as of today, guys, he is out of a job. Yeah, he's out of a job. Tony Reali is not working for ESPN now. He's probably going to be collecting checks, but pretty much, guys, he's been shown the door at ESPN. He has no job. So we got some details here on the future of Tony Reali and the talks he actually had with ESPN. And folks, it was not much at all. This is pretty shocking, guys. Pretty shocking that ESPN pretty much gave Tony Reali the cold shoulder. So let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Right over here. Tony Reali makes career announcement after Around the Horn gets canceled. The days of Tony Reali muting Bob Ryan and Woody Page on Around the Horn are sadly over. ESPN made the decision earlier this year to cancel Around the Horn. The classic debate show has been around since November 4th, 2022. It wasn't until February 2004, however, that Reali became the full-time host. So he's been there for 20 years hosting the show. He's done an excellent job managing personalities over the past 2 decades. During an interview with Barrett Media, the longtime host of Around the Horn opened up about ESPN's decision. Quote, "It's ending because everything has to end," Reali told Barrett Media. "I think there's more to the show. I think there's more to game debate. There's places for everything that any network would want to do with hosts and analysts who go performative and who even get into something that is really embracing debate. With Around the Horn no longer part of ESPN's programming, Reali has announced his next chapter. Reali 46 has launched his own YouTube channel. His first video might tug at people's heartstrings. Quote, "Official Tony Reali YouTube channel is now beaming worldwide," Reali wrote on Instagram. "Everything sports, everything life, everything. Welcome. Video number 1 is my goodbye to ESPN's Around the Horn's mute button. Saying it the only way I know how with song. Loving you was easy. Saying goodbye is hard. Good night, sweet prince." Yeah. So Tony Reali now officially is a YouTuber. He's going to be doing the same thing that we're doing right now. Not to say he won't be collecting checks from ESPN, because more than likely he probably still has a contract. So they have to pay him. But essentially, guys, he's been fired. Yeah, he has been fired. Now, here's the thing, man. Over here, check this out. Tony Reali thought he could change ESPN's mind on ending Around the Horn. Quote, "I'm a will change their mind type of guy." It did not happen. It did not happen. He didn't want the show to end, but ESPN wasn't really having it, man. Wasn't really having it. He says, quote, I operated for months thinking, well, we'll do good shows. We're still on in 120 countries. We're going to perform and we'll change their mind, he told Pablo Torre. I'm a will change their mind type of guy. But it did not happen. It didn't happen. Now, here is the very, very interesting part about this whole thing, man. Tony Reali says he's not hurt after Around the Horn cancellation. This part is on SI. Now, look down here. This is where it gets very, very interesting with the relationship of Tony Reali and ESPN. He really didn't hear much from them at all. Tony Reali has had a grand total of 2 conversations with ESPN the past 4 months, ever since the show officially got canceled. Yeah. But look here. It says Reali appeared on this week's SI Media with Jimmy Trania to discuss the end of Around the Horn and his future in sports media. Among the highlights from our interview, Reali said he only got feedback from ESPN on Around the Horn twice in 23 years. He said both times the feedback was, keep doing what you're doing. On not having a clear answer about why the show was going away, quote, I had to get to a place where I didn't need an answer. Maybe the absence of explanation and the silence said enough for me. And then I maybe come from a school of thought that everything in TV goes away. And this is where he actually said what he actually said about his standing with ESPN. On where he stands at ESPN, quote, we've talked a couple of times. Maybe I would want more conversations. I have no qualms about saying that. I know they have appreciated me for the sheer fact that I was on TV for 23 years. I don't feel hurt. Even though we're not having the conversations now, we can have the conversations next month. So maybe, just maybe, considering that he's actually still on the contract, maybe they'll do something with him. But I would not hold my breath on this, because they've known for a while now, since last year, that this show was going away, and they've offered Tony Reali nothing. Nothing. 2 conversations. He says, I want to hear from ESPN. I've had 2 conversations over the last 4 months. Yeah, in other words, man, they're not interested in you. It's just that simple. If they've only had 2 conversations with you in the past 4 months, they have no plans for you. Yeah, pretty much you've been fired. You've been fired. I do wish the best for Tony Reali. I really do. I mean, 22 years of hosting the show. I know he's definitely going to be emotional, about losing the show. I'm pretty sure he actually enjoyed hosting that show. But ESPN has made it pretty clear with the lack of conversation with him that, we have no plans for you. So that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.